world, hello Philippines, hello all countries or other parts of the world. This is it. I'm coming back for my second live streaming and my vlogging all about science vlog. It's my science world, Sotero. Going back to chemistry. But by the way, guys, before going to the topic, let me explain a little bit about the whole picture of pure sciences. So I need to do this so that we can have an idea also what's going on. Though these sciences are really interconnected with each other, so that we can understand well the topic or the specific topic that we are going to listen with, something like that. Okay, so please allow me to finish first my coffee. Oh my gosh, it's still hot. Oh, I love it. This is again coffee without sugar. Okay, based on the research, okay, for the University of Harvard Public School of Health magazine, because I'm subscribing that also. Okay, I read there that the most killer substance or the most deadly substance in the world is sugar. Based on the results of patients in different hospitals all over the world, they linked their data and results. It's not the fatty substances or the fats causes people to die early, or it's not even the alcohols. You know alcohols? Smoking, like that, respiratory diseases or whatever. Based on their study really, guys, is the sugar. Obesity, fat, like that, okay? So because it's really connected also with, with the fats, okay, cholesterol, whatever. If you are loving to eat that much sugary substances, daily allotol in your daily life, something like that. So we need to know that in the first place, that sugar is the deadliest substance in the world. Not salty food, not sour food, not bitter food, or whatever. Okay, let's make it clear. Right? Okay, before going further. Oh my gosh. Allow me to finish my coffee. Tabihan yung cake ko, guys. Okay? It's still hot, really. Okay, I'm wearing this kind of outfit, Oh my gosh. This is really kakang pink. Okay, it doesn't reflect to any political party in the Philippines, but I love really pink color. Okay, something like that. Okay, I like also blue, like that. Bright colors, by the way. So look at my laptop. It's pink. Oh my gosh, my picture is also pink. Oh my gosh, a lot of pink. I have orange picture also. I have red heater. Heater, something like that. Oh, my glass is orange. You can see inside my room are all bright colors, right? Usually. Okay, I like bright colors. Okay. Sticky notes also is pink. See? Oh my gosh. Pink. Okay. And then also like orange. So I like bright colors. If I see bright colors, I feel happy. Just like a rainbow, your life is colorful, something like that. You feel active every time, even though you are sad. Sometimes, then you'll be happy because you see the colors are so bright. Okay? Colorful. Okay? Just like how colorful the light it will be. Oh, ganon. Nakakaloka. Okay? Kahit ano na lang masabi, di ba? What's happening to me right now? I'm doing a monologue. Okay, and sort of like right now, it looks like I'm on the theater doing something and talking too much in front of you guys. But the only difference is I never act while I'm talking. So something like that, okay? I never experienced that when I was in high school, but I also joined different competitions regarding in the stage, like dance, drama competition, something like that, declamation contest, oratorical contest, as you can see in my mouth. It will never stops when I'll be on the stage. If I can hold the microphone, I will never stop talking. Something like that. Really? Okay? My gosh. And I really miss doing hosting and emceeing in an event. Okay? Because I really love to do that. Okay? And I cannot do that also when I'm starting going to different places, different countries, something like that. So that really I miss most of the times of my life. Okay? Because I really love to, to communicate, to be sometimes things like that. The request would be to be the host, to be the MC, something like that. Okay. Use most of the time for free. Pakanon ra ko. In fairness. Nakakaloka. Okay. Aside from singing, something like that. Before I perform on stage also, I will do an ad-lib before, singing. So I will make short and quick statements so that I can catch the attention of the audiences, what do you call this one? The spectators, the witness of the event, something like that. I have to talk a little bit and then so that I can capture their attention and then before I start to sing. That's really that's really my mode when I do performances in stages before. Okay? When they invited me to sing in different events, something like before or whatever, not only in singing but also in another, event. Usually mga contest talaga siya, guys. Baga kong now. Okay? Like that. Okay, so that's it. Going back to the topic na guys. So if we have this, guys, do you know that the chemistry is the parent science of all? It's chemistry, not physics, not biology. I'll tell you. This is chemistry in the center. Okay. The world is made up of chemistry. By the time we are born, we are made of chemistry because we are coming from the chemical reactions of different nucleic acids inside our body, and then we have the testosterone chemical compound. Okay, testosterone or the sperm cell of the men, and we have also the estrogen chemical coming from the women. And then if we have stabilized that, and the production comes in, that's why the infant will be born, the baby will be born through the chemical reactions involved for that different chemical compounds, estrogen and testosterone. And then the egg cell will be formed, something like that, and there will be 46 chromosomes. Like that, 23 chromosomes and plus 23 chromosomes, like that. And we have, out of that, we have also the sex chromosomes. The sex chromosomes are only, I think, one pair or two pair, something like that, but the other are already biosomes. Biosomes meaning that is the substances that needed for other synthesis of different macromolecules, such as, for example, protein, amino acids, okay, and the protein, and a lot there also. I cannot mention everything, guys. It's in my brain cells. That is not our topic. Okay, so things like that. The moment we wake up, chemistry is always there. We breathe oxygen. We exhale carbon dioxide. We urinate. We remove the different salts, the chemicals inside our body. So everything is made up of chemistry. That's why chemistry is the parent science of all. Get the point? Okay, that's why I love chemistry. Okay, you get the point. So this is chemistry, is a pure science. Okay, chemistry interact with physics. Okay, I will draw here physics. Okay, most of engineers will be dealing with physics because it deals with energy. Okay, but for scientific research students, okay, for example, chemists, like that, or research students or research engineers, I'm not talking with the design engineers, they are more focused on the chemistry, okay? And this physics is more of the engineer because they will be dealing with energy computation, motion, because physics is a branch of science that deals with the study of matter and energy. So it has to do something with the motion, the force, the velocity, the acceleration, ganon, or whatever. Okay, they will always apply the three laws of motion by Isaac Newton, something like that. The father of physics, Isaac Newton. Okay, something like that. So physics is here, very important for engineers, right? And also for scientists, but most scientists, chemistry is their priority. Chemistry. Most of our scientists in the past, in the 17th century, 18th century, 19th century, most of them are chemists. There are also some physicists, but there are a lot of chemists there. Okay? And the first chemists that we have are known as an alchemist. That they believe only for fire, water, and air. And then the time changes, okay, they become the chemists already. But it started with alchemy. Alchemy study. And then if you study alchemy subjects, so that After that, you'll be called alchemists if you have another contribution. And then later on, 18th century, 19th century, so those becoming alchemists. And after that, there will be also physicists like that, whatever, or a merge of different scientists as per their specialization. Okay? A lot na talaga siya. Environmental science, astronomy. You know astronomy? I love astronomy. Okay, later we'll be touching a little bit of astronomy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so physics. Here, biology. I love also biology. Para na lang lahat. So, bakit love mo lahat? Really? Because it's interconnected with chemistry, really. Okay? So, this is biology. Okay? Because biology is life. Right? So, we need to preserve our life. Sustainable life. Okay, my gosh. Okay, we have biochemistry here. Wow, biochemistry, huh? Or biochem, or biochemistry. You got a point, mga kapatid. Oh, we have there also, oh, very important, right? For all hospitals, the medical science, or the medicines. Medical science and medicines are also under chemistry. Okay, because they will be dealing a lot of, substances to treat patients to survive. For example, antibiotics, paracetamols, what else? Syrup, vaccines, or name it, pharmaceutical medicines, like that. And then all of them are made up of chemicals. Okay, you cannot manufacture medicines if you cannot understand the raw materials and the chemical reaction involved so that you can produce those medicines and sold in the market. So it's really chemistry. Okay? And then they will give that to the patient. Okay. And then the chemistry inside the body of the patient also works. Chemistry of the inside our body. The anatomy structures and the physiology, and then interacted with the process chemistry inside our body. Process chemistry, right? A lot. I cannot mention everything, like metabolism, like that. Okay, there will be there everything. That's not our topic also. Okay, and we have also here the, oh my gosh, plant science. All about plants. Okay, here is the astronomy. Oh my gosh, astronomy. You get the point? Oh, ganun. Here is an geology. Studying the nature or the content of the Earth's crust, all about the land, especially seismology studies under only geology. Seismology, the study of the volcanic eruptions, how it propagated, how it is being, studied. The seismology is the study of volcanology, something like volcanoes, something like that. Okay. So that is, seismology is under only geology. So we have geology, land, the study of the land, right? Geology, like that. How many pure science already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, like that. So there are 7 pure sciences, and the center will be the chemistry. Okay, and we have still another one, the most important one. For me, this is the most important because apart from the chemistry, because this is the area in which all people live. And we need to take care of our Mother Earth or our environment. So that's why I take up masteral science, environmental science. That is my masteral before because I really love in the environment. Okay, environmental science. Okay, because because all of the chemistry, all of the sciences are in the environment. That's why environmental science. Okay? It looks like interesting and not really that complicated compared to, studying chemistry because chemistry a lot. Okay? You study all different kinds of elementary particles. Okay, my gosh. So with the chemistry now, we have the medical science. Plant science. Plant science are all studying mainly the plants, the trees, the vegetation. Okay, like that, meaning everything about plants. We need to study that because we cannot survive without the plants because that's our food. Why I say that? Because the meat we eat every day, the chicken, the beef, they also eat plants to survive. And then if there's no plants, then we cannot eat also meat. How can they be alive if there's no plants around them to eat also? You get the point? So that's why we separate the plant signs only for the plants. Okay? Like that. And you will say, Sir Sotero, how about the animals? The animals are studying the biology, the zoology, right? Zoology and the botany. Something like botany is studying with the plants, something like that, as far as I can remember. And zoology is studying of different kinds of animals, including human being as the highest form of animal. And this is gonna be phylum Mammalia in the kingdom of species. If you can remember, there are 13 phylums in biology, based on what I remembered. Okay? And then we are on the top. Phylum Mammalia. There's a lot, guys. We have a Reptilia, Amphibia, Feces, and a snake belong to Reptilia, ganon, okay? And then Feces, fish belong to the phylum Feces, Pisces. Like that. We categorize also what habitat we are, something like that, okay? So, in the biology, okay? But we don't study biology here, right? Okay, now plant science and astronomy. Astronomy is a little bit of interesting because it's in here that we need to study the motion of the planetary signs. Planetary, the 9 planets, the comets, the asteroids, the sun, like that, the sun, the Proxima Centauri, okay, scientific name of sun. Okay, I mean, we need to know also the distances of the Mercury towards the sun, and the sun is the center of the solar system, and we know that also, like that, blah, 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 so and so. And then we need to study also the different, what do you call this one? Space, so that it can go there, spaceships. Okay, and then a lot of, studying also the missiles, you know missiles? Okay, it's under also here in astronomy because missiles also can be used in a good way, not only in the war, something like that. Because they need to establish the time. They will study the time, what time it will go there, and then so that they can have a successful scientific research. They will use that tool to really prove. Okay, that's why it's the study of time and space, especially if you're studying in the universe. It's very interesting, guys. Okay, to study the universe, something like that. You get the point. And then the solar system. Oh my gosh. So astronomy. Okay. We have also astrology, but astrology is not a branch of science. That is more on the, for example, January, February, March, April. What is your zodiac sign? Ganon, ganon. So that is astrology. But astronomy really is a pure science. So because astrology is closer to fictitious science. Fictitious meaning that's not really confirmed to be true. Okay, for example, this year is a year of a pig. Ganon. Year of the snake. That belongs to astrology study. For example, we will be rich if we put round fruits in our table. So, pura ganun pa siya, guys. It's talking about more on the superstitious beliefs. Something like that's more on astrology. Mga zodiac signs, mga albularyo or whatever, fortune teller. That is also a science, but not pure science. Okay? Artificial science, or shall we say, fictitious science. Most believe, especially the Chinese people, China believes that, okay? But some other parts of the world will not believe that because that is not really true, pure sciences. Astrology and astronomy is different. And we are dealing with astronomy for pure science. Okay? You got the point. Something like that. Now we have the biochemistry. I love it. The combination of biology and chemistry. I love it. Okay? This only can help us survive to avoid diseases, sickness, because we know, the different substances we must take according to the leveling of the different substances inside our body. For example, we limit our cholesterol level by not eating too much of this one. I need to eat fruits and vegetables. So this is part of biochemistry. I need to take vitamins because I need to be active. So that's part of studying biochemistry. Okay? Like that. So, geology is studying about the land, the rocks, the stones, the earth's crust, the volcanic eruptions, okay, like that, as I told you a while ago, right? Geology. It's interesting, but I think it's difficult for me. Really. But I think so. There's no a lot of calculation inside the in the Earth's crust. But the difficult there are the terms, terminologies, layers to layers, like that in the going to the underground, blah blah blah, so until it will reach the water surface, which is the most bottom part. Because the Earth is composed of a lot of water surface, 75% of the water. The Earth covers what 75% water, more than the land. Okay? The same as the person also is having 75% water in the body. Okay? The rest are foods or other fluids. But 75% of the fluids in our body are water. So we cannot live without water really, guys. The same as our planet Earth cannot survive without water. So same as also human beings, we cannot survive without water really. 1000% sure. Okay? Because in water there is oxygen. Okay? H2 plus O2 is equal to 2 moles of water. And oxygen is for inhalation, breathing. Okay? And then it will split. Then oxygen will be produced like that. Blah, blah, blah. So we can also breathe normally. Something like that. It's not only the oxygen that we take in the atmosphere. We have also the oxygen that we drink, because there's an oxygen level in the water we drink. And other also oxygen content from different food. Okay? Trust me, it's not only the oxygen. Okay? Science people can understand. Science professionals can really understand that. Okay? It's not only the oxygen we breathe that makes us survive. It's also the oxygen content from the food we eat. Because a lot of oxygen in the carbohydrates. Okay? For example, carbohydrates, glucose, 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen, and there are 6 atoms of oxygen. That 6 atoms of oxygen is already can help a lot in our respiration of our cells, vital organs inside our body. Okay? And not only carbohydrates, a lot. Electrolytes also have oxygen, sometimes due to redox, oxidation and reduction inside our body. Okay? Ang atong sa lawas, mag-redox pa na siya dito. Oxidation, reduction, like that. All kinds of chemical reactions are inside our body also. Not only in the environment or in the laboratory. You get the point? So it's not only limited in the laboratory, in the factory, or outside environmental factors, but also inside our body. Those processes are already inside our body. Name it. Okay? You get the point? Oh, ganun siya. That's why we release carbon dioxide. Because we have also combustion in our body, internal combustion process. Okay? Ganon. Oh. So, environmental science, like that. Okay, medical science, biology. Environmental science, more on the air, land, like that, and water. Environmental monitoring of the... In the air, we need to monitor the different airborne contaminants and hazardous air pollutants that can really cause pollution in our world, in our planet Earth. Then the environmentalists or the environmental engineers are very smart for that. They need to use different devices to monitor, the humidity, something like to measure the temperature, like that, okay, to measure the leveling of the hazardous airborne contaminants that could destroy our flora and fauna, meaning to say the trees, the plants, the animals, like that. Okay, you get the point. So environmental monitoring, so environmental engineers and environmentalists. Okay, but the chemists and the chemical engineers also have an idea regarding environmental science. So that's related. Some of the chemical engineering graduates will also work in environmental science. Okay, because we can really understand the process chemistry in the environment, and we can easily adapt and understand the principles and concepts, especially with regards to calculations. Calculations, a lot of calculations into the atmosphere, o ganon. Kato na yung mga ideal gas equations, ganon. Avogadro law, Dalton's law, Boyle's law, a lot of law, chuba, chucho. We can use that to interpret an interpretation, if it is correct or not, that we are really dealing with different gases around us. The amounts of gases around us. Something like that. Okay? So, muna na siya. Okay? Wala pa gyapon ko mapadong sa akong specific topic. some specific topic, guys. Exothermic, and guys, I really just talking now. I'm really wondering. Okay, I cannot make it in one full blast discussion. It will take me a longer time. Thank you so much. I will be coming back. Okay, bye bye. God bless everybody. If you like this video or live stream, you can comment and share to anybody else, and then you can also subscribe my YT channel if you want also, and then you can click the notification bell for some news updates. So I am a singer, it's your voice, Sotero. Bye bye. God bless.